Hey all, sorry I was not able to be in class with you all tonight. I am actually out in San Francisco at a conference, and so I wasn't able to make it back in time. I was hoping that I would be able to, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. I'm coming to you via a web link. I'm using my webcam on my computer for the first time, so this is kind of strange for me. But fortunately for me, I'm able to participate in tonight's presentation and continue to share some information with you. This is when I wish I had a robot, but I definitely don't have that kind of money, and UC Denver does not have access to that kind of technology as of yet. Hopefully someday. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. Continuing though with the presentation, you all have been able to hear about some of the benefits of Vigo, what it's capable of and where it's being used. But what we haven't talked about is some of the downfalls of this kind of technology and also the competition in the marketplace for this kind of technology. Vigo is not the only robot on the market today. So we're definitely going to talk about that. This kind of technology, this robotic telepresence, is growing so rapidly, and people are so eager to get their hands on this kind of technology. People are almost willing to spend any amount of money to get their hands on this kind of technology. The capabilities that they're showing right now are just boundless. One doctor who uses a robot in his hospital is saying that it's almost as good as being bedside at the patient, which is so crazy to me, because I feel like as a doctor you want to be able to physically see and touch a patient to help diagnose. But at the same time, how great that we're probably able to help so many more people all over this world with this kind of technology. There's more and more companies, like I said, that are using this kind of technology. As I was researching this topic a little bit more, I actually came across a robot that has been invented that costs $149. I couldn't believe it. It's not the greatest, it doesn't have the greatest capabilities, but it costs $149. And what it does is you're able to cradle your iPhone onto this robot, and you're able to remotely control it, move it back and forth. And so in the story, there was a gentleman that actually went to the bar remotely with his friends. He uploaded his phone, put it on top of the bar, and he controlled it and was able to FaceTime back and forth with all of the people at the bar there. So it's just really wild what we're starting to see. One of the biggest competitors right now to the robot Vigo is another robot company called Double. And basically what it is again, it's a Segway looking robot that you're able to cradle your iPad onto. A Google exec, his name is Eric Schmidt, he's saying that this is just the new wave of technology, and that we're going to start seeing more and more robots in our workplaces. We're going to encounter this almost on a daily basis here in the future. People are going to start going to concerts, and they're going to be attending all of their meetings remotely. They're going to beam in, and they're going to participate via these robots. So it's just a lot to think about as managers and leaders, what we're going to start to face in the very near future with training and developing employees. Like I said, though, robotic telepresence doesn't come without its shortcomings. When you are remotely telecommuting or logging into a meeting via these robots, if you don't have a great internet connection, you're not going to be able to keep up with the meeting. It's going to be fuzzy, and you're not going to be getting all of the information. These robots also don't have any capabilities of going up and down stairs or going over objects. And so when you're controlling this robot, when you're driving this robot from home, you can't see what's below you. And so sometimes you're going to face those actual physical obstacles with the robot. The last major thing that I really discovered was that people are very concerned about invasions of privacy. When these robots are roaming around your cubicles or roaming around the workplace, what kind of information are they picking up and hearing and being able to store that as a human we're probably not going to be paying attention to when we're roaming around a work environment? So people are a little bit concerned regarding security invasions or security breaches with these kinds of robots. So with more and more workers remotely coming into a work environment, what does that mean for trainers and managers and leaders of organizations? What I have done is I'm hoping that somebody in my group will very kindly open up the next YouTube link, but there is an actual robot, it's a Vigo, that's at work and he's moving through the workplace. And so you'll get to see some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages of having this kind of technology in our workplace. So what I want you to do is start to think about what are some of the downfalls and some of the things that we're going to start facing as managers in the work environment when we're needing to train or develop new skills with our employees. So enjoy this clip, it's kind of funny, and then hopefully you guys will come up with some good questions and discussions regarding some of the downfalls of this kind of technology. And then I think we're going to wrap up the presentation, and I hope you all have enjoyed. Thanks for listening to me, and I will see you all next week in class.